Well, good evening, good evening, good evening all. Come over thither with me. Oh, background music doesn't want to repeat. We love it when that happens. Yay, it was meant to be a flawless transition, but as you can see, well, a couple of things are different tonight, so first introductions are in order. For those of you who might be new, my name is Nessa Noxx. I am the Silver Succubus #Snaccubus fantasy variety streamer, aspiring voice artist, and mother-to-be. If you're one of my regulars, welcome back. You may or may not be familiar with my older model. Yes, I am on my PNG form tonight. We got the old school reppin'. So, because I needed my webcam for the cards. So let me say my hellos. Dragon, always the first to arrive and the last to leave. Thank you for being here. Walker, I see you. Best of luck with your holiday in 2 days. Albedo, best behavior tonight, please, my love. Hello, Loki. We've got Beast. Hello, my butler Beast. Death. Hello, Death. Next, hello, Malto's mother. Hello, Patrick. Thank you for your company. KP, what is up? What is good? Okay, I think that's everyone. Okay, hello, and thank you for the huggies. So yes, we're on the old model tonight. Let me turn down my music just a tad. Just a tad. We are using my webcam for the cards. So yes, this is what I used to stream with consistently when I first began my career. So we are back with obviously my new layout, my new background music, everything else is new. But tonight I had to bust out the old flesh suit because yes, I cannot track my model and show you guys crystals and cards at the same time. Sans, good morning and enjoy your sleep. Good night. I always know what you're doing. You and Noxx make the most noise in my mansion. Well, from the basement. What's all the banging and crashing and moaning that I'm hearing from my basement then? I thought that was you two. Oh, Dragon, you're doing so wonderfully. I trust that you'll survive your work this weekend because you are a very strong dragon. You have nothing but the best capabilities with you and I believe in you, okay? You've got this. Big hugs. Oh my goodness, Death, you need to get some rest. Haven't slept. Sleep is good. Sleep is important. We love sleep. Try to maybe just relax. Tonight is going to be a very chill evening, so hopefully maybe I can get you into some good relaxed vibes, and hopefully help you with the lack of sleep. But can't get any sleep around here because of the noises in the basement. Exactly like you. Oift. It's expensive, but it's worth it, and it gives you squishy walls to like bounce around against. Oh, next I can't help you with sharp objects. Just don't run around the pool with sharp objects, okay? Good morning, Albert. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your company. Yes, Death, you and Loki are usually the chaos wave that accompanies my streams. Well, Loki, that's one way of saying it. Soundproofing, padded cell. It's all the same difference, isn't it? Banana, wait, what is it? Tomato. Banana, there's no, it's just banana. Anyways, so tonight we will not be picking a winner because I've got no toggles to change into. My wardrobe is off limits tonight. Oofed. But hey, it's been a hot minute since I've seen all of y'all, so I thought we could spend the first little bit of stream catching up. Potato, banana. It do be like that. I thought I would spend the first little bit of stream catching up with you guys because obviously I wasn't here on Tuesday, and I keep on looking to where my webcam normally is in the center of my desk, but it is not there. It's right down next to me. So just so you know that I'm here talking to you and my presence is here. Ooh, spooky hands, spooky IRL hands, which I'm not going to show you in focus because my nails. Oh, let's not even talk about it. Kyle wants to say hi. Yes, I saw his little hello in the server. I appreciate it. Guys, look, I'm going to be the first to do this tonight. Let's start the night off on a big, energetic, positive note. Can I possibly get a Hoya? Give it to me, chat. In Kyle's honor, Let's do the hoyas of the evening. It's too early. It's entirely too early for a bottle of Jack Daniels, Death. God damn. Oh, you scored a weekend shift, but you still wanted to say hi, Patrick. Enjoy the shift. I'm so glad you enjoyed the Hellhound audio. I appreciate your feedback and big huggies. Enjoy work this weekend. Yes, we've got Noxx. We've got Loki. We've got Beast. Hello, stranger. Hi. Welcome in. How has your week been? I hope it's been fantastic and somewhat relaxing for you. If not relaxing, then on the opposite side, productive as heck. Guys, let me switch on a little bit of lo-fi for the eve. We need a little bit of a lo-fi vibe, I think, to bring us through to where we need to be for the little spiritual vibes of the evening, little relaxing vibes. Here we go. Some relaxation after the hecticness of the Hoyas. Cool looking book. Oh, thank you. It's actually a deck of cards. It is deck of cards, Magical Times by Jody Bergsma. Yeah. Jody Bergsma. So these are the cards that I will be using this evening. I will be stepping into it momentarily after I catch up with Joel. Exactly, Death. You know that saying, well, it's 5 p.m. somewhere. You know what I mean? It's 9/11 for me, but 9/11. It's 9/11 p.m. for me, so no changes, unfortunately, stranger. The universe is divining something for you. I trust in that. Yes, I love fantasy artwork, and especially the old school style artwork. Really, you know, like we're talking kind of 70s and 80s, like old fantasy novel, graphic novel sort of vibes. 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's 9/11 for Loki. No, Loki, don't be encouraging unless it's bottles of water. Chat, make sure you do have your hydration and snacks tonight. I've got my bottle of water. Story time. No, not necessarily a story time per se. Tonight is going to be card readings, crystal healings. We're also doing a Q&A, which means I will be able to put up the little YouTube option for you all to ask your questions. Thank you so much, Patrick. I appreciate you. Yeah, my week was actually really good, aside from the renovations happening earlier in the week in my room. Go sleep and prepare to get to work. You battle those snakes. You kick those danger noodles right in the chutzpah, okay? You've got this. Oh, dragon, you sweet thing. Is that a bomb chicka wow wow that you want next? What can I get for you? Can I get a bow? Do you want me to have a stroke? Bow wow wow. Yo, Kraken do be good though. Kraken do be good. Yeah, card reading. Yo, on the note of audios though, just because Patrick touched on it, if you are one of my delicious, delightful Snaccubat members, part of the Snaccubat Squad, you might have got a notification that there is a new audio available for you to listen to before anyone else does. Before it's released to the public, I am giving my sweet, sweet members exclusive access to my latest and greatest fantasy audio, a guided tour through the underworld, specifically the Hellhound one, as much requested, recorded and dedicated to the Red Panda, because if it wasn't for Panda's presence, the Hellhound audio idea would not have been pushed towards me so prevalently, and because he was such a big supporter during the subathon and all throughout my streaming career, it only seemed suitable to leave the latest and greatest audio in his honor, which is why it's got 2 poems in it too, because we all know that the poet among us is Panda for sure. So, oh wait, okay, hang on. Oh, for a second there, stranger, I was like, are you talking about your IRL? But no, you're talking about the episode. Can't we all relate though? Can't we all relate to the outside forces of the universe preventing people from talking to us? Tears were shed. Oh, sending you hugs, stranger. Sounds like a good episode, though. The Sun Tzu of our time. Exactly. the things that panda comes out with, I tell you what, he's a poet and he definitely knows it. And mine kind of paled in comparison, but the entire thing is ad-libbed, and it was very fun for me to do. It is quite an extensive audio. Albedo, I did get your feedback on it, so I appreciate you, boo. You're actually the first comments on there, so let's fucking go. So yes, members, you do have exclusive access for the next 12 hours, I want to say. It'll be going up at like lunchtime tomorrow, which I thought, suitable. Snaccubus, you can eat lunch and listen to me. You cannot request audios. No, it was basic. Yeah, damn. No, it's because a lot of you actually were keen on the Hellhound idea when it first came up. So Hellhound has been one of those resounding themes that was sort of reoccurring, and I definitely wanted to deliver you guys something that you were keen for. It will be my grand finale in the fantasy audio realm. I am going to keep on uploading audios. Please trust me in that. I do not plan on going anywhere. Yes, my maternity leave is coming up in December, but that's not for another couple months, and that's like when I stop streaming. I am planning on now getting into my new groove of what I've been planning all along, which is stepping more towards my spirituality side of things, more towards like the book readings again, and still having that fantasy immersive presence with you guys, just not necessarily stepping into different personalities, because I also need to figure out what's going on with my Patreon audios, and that's a whole nother ballpark to tackle. But please trust me when I say the audios will still be being delivered. Obviously not as regularly as they were a few months ago, but moving forward there will be really good content for you guys. And I apologize that I took so long to do the Hellhound, but it was definitely something that I wanted to put a lot of effort into for you guys as a thank you for being here for all of my fantasy audios and my immersive kind of scripts and the characters that I've stepped into. It's been a really long run. So I'm changing, essentially I'm not necessarily changing genres from fantasy, but the scripted fantasy audios, yes, we're stepping away from those. Yo, Maltose Mother Noxx has been a member of the squad for 6 months, thank you. No, thank you. And we both aggressively hug each other and squish tits together. It's great. No, seriously, thank you, Noxx. Thank you for your support, your effervescent presence, and your absolute soul and beauty and kindness that you bring through to my community each and every time you hang out with me, my love. You're amazing. Cheers, Albedo. So yeah, we're switching. It's going to be a little bit of a new genre. We were planning on having the new chapter of Noxx, and now we've opened an entirely new book. And a can of worms, mind you. But the plan moving forward is to mainly just step away from the scripted side of things. And we'll go for my what feels good to me intuitively, because I find that when you're doing something and you love it, you're motivated to do it regardless of like what kind of day you're having. And the when your motivation starts lacking and you actually have to push yourself into the mindset of doing it, I feel like it's your own body telling you that it's time to sort of transition and change course. Thank you. It's your body letting you know that you've got to transition and change course. It's your own intuition letting you know before your ego stands in the way. And so my ego was kind of saying like fantasy scripted audios is how we've gotten to where we're at and built our community and blah, blah, blah. But I am transitioning in life now into a different kind of way of things. And even during my last subathon, I always knew that I would kind of be coming out of this and transitioning more towards what my passions were. So I have been slacking on the members audios, but I think it's only the members that have access to my previous spiritual stuff, because I've kind of kept it on lock and kind of kept it safe and secure, because I've been nervous about bringing it to the forefront. A lot of VTubers are in this realm of things, and not a lot of them have the, I don't know, if you've already got an existing audience doing the thing that you started out doing, it's really hard to then step into something else, especially if it's like really close to your authenticity as like an IRL person. So I feel like a lot of VTubers have this almost sort of hesitancy to show a lot of their true actual like passions and stuff in case they get trolled or whatever. So I've also been very scared to like reveal parts of myself that are prevalent in my everyday but just aren't traditional to like this sort of community, I guess. But at the same time, I actually really love how this has come about, because thinking about it, I've always considered myself more of a vessel for the universe's voice. And so I like the fact that my VTuber is actually not me, because you're focusing on the message that I'm bringing through rather than what I look like as a person or like my facial expressions. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I'll sit there in silence and I'll just be like really thinking and channeling and tuning in, and I get self-conscious, but behind my VTuber I don't. So I think it's actually a really nice transition where it's met in the middle of my VTuber having that vessel to now bring those messages through without judgment of myself. And then also, yeah, meeting my fantasy with the other side of that. Next, can relate, absolutely can relate. Hashtag gremlin life. Loki says, are you going to go from scripted to more freestyling audios? Oh, I'm done with the so if it's a fantasy audio in the character of something, done. Absolutely, we're done. The Hellhound was the last one. So that's why I made sure I finished all my series, so there was nothing like left the wayside. And I did the Hellhound because specifically my main audio that everyone's loved so far has been my werewolf. And it gets exhausting when you've got the same audio taking off month after month and you're producing all these extra audios and no one's really watching them. They're just watching the same three. So it's me, yeah. We're stepping away completely from the actual fantasy character audio. I can't do original creative writing. I am literally a few months away from my 3rd trimester, and then once I hit that, where like the 2nd trimester was meant to give me more energy, it has not. It's left me more exhausted, if anything. So I'm really learning my new limits, and I know now that I can't possibly I would rather leave my audios at the quality that they're at rather than letting the quality of them deteriorate, or doing like really like shorter audios without all the sound effects and blah blah blah, you know. I would rather just leave it where it lies as a really good solid sound effect portfolio, fully immersive and like really character driven, and I can take that forward with me because I still do want to do my voice acting work. It's just plans have been delayed, and yeah, it just means that the actual characters are just going to be where they are. They're just going to be the characters that are in the portfolio now, and they probably won't be returning. There's a lot of scripts that I had left over in my Reddit, like saved ones, and just scrolling through them, like none of them piqued my interest. I'm even sitting here really hesitant to do my Patreon audios because I'm not in that mindset anymore. So thank you for the pats, guys. Thank you for the pats. We don't have Vega today, so I will be accepting all the head pats. Talk about a blast from the past. Yes, Kyle, member for 5 months, but been here for eternity. Big, huge shout out and a big hug to Kyle. Thank you so much. We did a Hoya earlier in your honor, sir, and I hope college is treating you very well, just as you deserve. But yeah, blast from the past tonight. And then moving forward, I kind of thought this would be like a really nice transition as well. Like, okay, we've uploaded my final audio. Maybe let's take it back to basics and just hang out like we used to without the pressure of me feeling like I need to perform so much. And I really do feel better about tonight's stream. I'm feeling a lot better in my body tonight. I'm feeling a lot better in my mind, and the collective energy is just, it's vibing with me, you know? So that's why I wanted to bring forward this really relaxing energy tonight. I know that everyone's been going through some chaos lately, and I feel like this is going to be really useful for y'all to just to vibe to and keep in the background. I will be literally, we're 5 minutes away from me officially doing the Q&A. Hold on. So ask me anything as I consult the cards. So there you go. My chat has disappeared. Oh, there we go. We can go to the top chat and then go back to the questions. I like that. So yeah, feel free to ask me any questions. I will be getting into the readings momentarily. I'm going to be doing like a collective reading to start, and then I'm going to go to individuals. So you can just, I'll let you guys know which emote to put up in the chat. So it gets my attention. Kyle says he's still alive. Let's go. College won't murder you. If it does, just murder it back. You'll be fine. I hope you're doing well too, Kyle. Thank you. We're all thinking about you. Positivity, yes. I'm glad you're feeling better in your body next. We all need to kind of, you know, just shake off that energy we've been having lately, I think. Not even my week was arse, says Loki. Fuck yes. Hell yeah. We like... Oh no, it doesn't like you. Oh no. If you can't use the Q&A thing, just feel free to ask a question in chat and I'll still be able to say it. Guys, if the Q&A thing doesn't work, because this is the first time I've done a Q&A. So if it doesn't work, just ask your questions in the chat. Dragon's just here for the vibes. We like it. How have I been? I've been good. Thank you, Death. Thank you for asking. I've actually, as time goes on, I'm feeling a lot better about everything, really. Albedo asks, how's Bean treating me this week? He has been giving me a little bit of grief, I'll admit. He was doing renovations. Earlier in the week, he was doing renovations. Hang on, let me shuffle my cards while I chat to y'all. And so I was getting a little bit of uncomfortability. He's settled down for now, but I've been, exciting news, guys. I've actually been feeling him, I've been feeling little pokes over the last week or two. I've been feeling little pokes, and they come 3 pokes at a time. Poke, poke, poke. And it's a nice feeling when they happen. So I know that they're going to happen tonight during the stream, so I'll let you know when they do happen. And I've actually been just really happy with how things are tracking along. Yes, I've been sore. Yes, I've been nauseous still, but hey, it's all worth it. Next asks, are you open to ever do collabs with other VTubers? Oh man, I feel like I would have been before this, and now I'm just in a different state of mind where I don't feel as if I could relate to a lot of other VTubers. Does that make sense? Like, I really genuinely, like, I feel prior to all this happening, 100%. You ask me, would I ever do a VTuber collab? Back in June, I would have been like, yes, fuck yes. Any VTuber, let's fucking do it. But now I'm just like, I feel like I'd still have banter, but not so much like the sultry entertainment banter that people would be there for, you know? I don't know. Tinnitus? God damn. He should be considerate of his mother. I mean, he should, but hey. I'd be, if I was that trapped for room in someone's belly, I'd be poking and prodding and renovating too. Patrick is poking back in because you can't sleep anyway. What got you into spiritual cards and all that stuff? If it's not too personal to ask Patrick, don't worry. I've always been spiritually inclined. So my my grandmother on my dad's side, she was hell spiritual. My dad kind of was. I've always seen and felt things that weren't really normal to everyone else, I guess. And then as I've gotten older, I tuned into the fact that I wasn't actually socially anxious. I was just an empath. That actually came about through a random discoverance of like metaphysical training, which inspired me to go buy my own tarot deck back in 2015. And I've fully been into spirituality since then. I've stepped into it fully. But as I was a kid, it was a lot of just crazy stuff happening. Oh, that is some swelling music for the arrival of Rain. Wow, thank you for the Lex Walker. Rain, welcome in, by the way, my beautiful, lovely love. I hope you're doing well, and I'm sending you big hugs. Oh, the button's gone. The button is gone. God damn YouTube, can't host a Q&A to save my life. How's the car? Oof, it is pretty golden. It's pretty good compared to my other car. It's comfy to get into and out of. It is really going to be good for when Bubs comes along, because there's a decent, there's so much boot space, and it's got a sunroof. Oh my god, the sunroof makes me feel like such a bougie bitch. So yeah, it's actually really cool. I'm getting it serviced soon, or Snacky Daddy's getting it serviced for me. But it's been driving really well. It's not as good on gas like as my other car used to be. My other car used to be pretty fucking good. For like 60 Australian dollars, I could get a full tank of petrol, and that would take me like 500 Ks. Now, it's close to, yeah, like maybe 100 for a full tank of petrol. But yeah, it's actually serving me really, really well. Thank you for the questions, guys. Oh, thank you, Kyle. I hope things don't get worse for you from here on out. I'm sending you the best vibes possible. And I'm glad it was good. It was so good to see you, even if it was briefly. I'm glad you popped in. Thank you. Big hugs. Bye. All right, guys, let me take a sip of water. I've already cleansed the space around me. I would have lit a candle, but I was like, I don't trust myself around an open motherfucking flame. Holy mileage. Yeah, that's what it translates to. 62 miles for full. No, now you're confusing me. It's like 60 Australian dollars for a full tank, which takes me 500 kilometers. So 60 Australian would translate to, I don't know, it's monopoly money for America. Money, exactly, money, not miles. I'm so confused. Are you without work next month? Dragon, oh no. But you have been working very hard lately, and you've been with injuries as well, so it might be a good thing to get some rest. Yeah, petrol prices be out here being fucking stupid. Alright, so I've cleansed my space. I've asked my guides to protect my little Snaccubats, my little collective, put a white bubble of light around us. So I'm going to pull 3 cards one at a time, all for the collective, and then after this I'm going to check the questions again and then probably ask y'all who might want a card. But we'll just chill with the vibes. Guides, goddesses, angels, ancestors. What does the collective need to know right now? Whoop. Alright, first one to pop out. Humor. Laugh at yourself. Lighten your heart. Let nothing steal your happiness. Well, let me see if I can give you a nice little zoom into this. There we go. Humor, laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. How beautiful is that artwork, guys? I'm going to put that there for now. So that's the first message coming through from Spirit. I'm feeling like, and the way I do card readings is I do them, I do consult the book, but I mainly do them intuitively. So the colors that are coming up in this card, the very soft pastel yellow and green. The yellow is mainly what's taken my focus, but the green is kind of secondary to it. Let me start with the yellow. The yellow is the color of our solar chakra, which sits kind of in the sternum. So below your heart chakra, above your belly chakra, kind of in that point where your the bottom of your ribs meet. It's a center of motivation. And as I said before, I feel like when we get to a point where we're not feeling motivated to do things that used to be enjoyable for us, it can take the humor out of a situation. Sometimes we actually need to laugh at something or laugh at ourselves because we're taking things too seriously, and that can actually bust open and break through. I'm seeing like an egg being cracked open, and that can actually crack open that solar center for absorbing, you know what I mean? Like a seed needs to crack open and actually so the plant can reach to where the light is. And that's what this is giving me. That humor, that laughing is going to activate that and crack open that egg and allow you more space and energy to receive the motivation again for what brings you that happiness. See how it says let nothing steal your happiness? There's so many bullshit things that happen to us in life that just have that real possibility of just being like, okay, so say you're late for work and then you go to get a coffee and then the line is super long for coffee, and then it makes you even later for work, and you're really going to let that steal your happiness? Why not then anticipate that happening and like make yourself coffees if you know you're going to be late for work, make them at home, and then you can kind of laugh at the fact that like you walk past that coffee shop and you see all these people lining up, and you can laugh at that. You can be like, huh, and nothing gonna break my stride, and you just stroll along with your coffee, and that sort of, or I don't know, it's just this, you really need to not be so serious about yourself. That's mainly what I'm getting from this card. Goodbye, Patrick. Goodbye and good night. Okay, Death, I got you. See you later. Like a transformation, it kind of allows for transformation. So what I want to touch on now that you're bringing that up is the secondary color of the green, and the green is the heart center. We have that ability to transform and transmute situations that could be potentials for stealing our happiness. So once again, a situation where it was negative in the past and you transform it and transmute it and laugh at the old way of doing things because you create a new way that's so much more subservient to where you need to be. I don't know, this is just what's coming through. This isn't like the bigger part of it, there's more to come, but humor is the first card to come out, and that is coming out for the collective. I'm going to ask for the second card now, what else we need to know right now. Because if I spend too long on each card, they'll be here all night. Alright, so Albedo says, do try to be easier on yourself, and yeah, laughing about yourself in a more positive, light-hearted way. Definitely. There are some times I really have to like laugh at myself, like, okay, bitch, like, you're coming off a little crazy here, like, and I've just gotta, if you take everything so seriously, then it doesn't allow you that space to see the light and the humor in tougher situations. Not everything is a laughing matter, mind you, but sometimes it helps just to like laugh at yourself and break that awkwardness of feeling like you're all that and a bag of chips. Sometimes you're just a squished bag of crisps, okay? Beautiful. Perfect transition. The second card to come out is adversity. See the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. Whoop. I'm trying to, there we go. We've got this. Right, so adversity. We love a little bit of adversity. Adversity is that invisible obstacle that we don't anticipate, but it pushes us to then find a new part of ourselves that we didn't know existed, or strengthen a part of ourselves that we knew was present, but not as strong as we would like it to be. Adversity is something that can often come through in a negative way, which is why I'm liking that this card is giving us see the gifts in challenge. You can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. And in saying that, I'm getting the vision of, so a pirate ship, it's sailing in a big, huge storm, and all this chaos is going on. And it's in those emergency situations that the captain will really just act out of intuition and like an automated response of just knowing what to do, or possibly completely melt at the helm and not be able to steer the ship to save their lives. But those moments of the storm, those real crisis moments of adversity, really push you into that fight or flight mode, and most of the time we will push ourselves to conquer something and just respond as actively as we can from our heart center. A lot of the time a challenge can be like super fucking overwhelming, but then there's other times where we faced a challenge like that, similar, like in our past. So the adversity, it's like, it's whatever. So you're that captain on the ship and you're like, okay, I've sailed through 1,000 storms, it's whatever. So with each storm, you're getting more and more experience. You're learning how more and more to react in such a automatic way in response to the environment around you that it's almost second nature. And so it gets to a point where it's no longer adversity. It's just your level of challenge, you know what I mean? And then there are other younger members on the ship seeing this captain just like chilling, sailing through these storms like it's no big issue, and it's inspiring. That adversity that you are facing is then inspiring others in turn. It is literally at a point where like the more that you face up against this invisible adversary, like you're getting just stronger every time with your reaction. Like you're learning how to like roll with the punches and dodge them, and then like, you know, spike when you need to. And I don't know boxing terms, but you're learning that pattern and that rhythm of like how to get through things easier every time. Adversity is not something that's necessarily a bad thing in the result, but at the time, it can come off like a fucking maelstrom and you're lost in that storm. So the colors in this card, this beautiful, I'm getting the full moon in the background and I'm getting the purple that's on the card. So the purple is the color of your third eye chakra, that little point right between your eyebrows, and that's the center of your intuition, baby. Like I was saying before, it's that intuitive response to adversity time and time again that allows you to not, it's like an auto response after a while. We've had a couple of you in the chat. Yes, character development. I taught you a lot and it's made you grow. It's a lot of, so sometimes challenges are something, or adversity is something, no, let me word this right. So, sometimes we create our own challenges, but adversity is something that is thrust upon us, so in which we can, like, how do I want to say this? It's thrust upon us so we don't have a choice in how we react. We just respond and that's it. And that's how we grow. Sometimes we don't respond in the best way. Sometimes we face adversity and we hide under the blanket in the little cabin while the ship is fucking getting crashed by all these waves. And you're like, oh, I can't do this. And then, like, what are you going to do? You're going to fucking swim to shore or drown when the ship sinks. Like, you're still gonna have to deal with consequences and adversity afterwards. Like, so it feels so fearsome at the start, but you have to understand that, like, no matter what you do, you are going to grow from it, even if you respond in what you perceive to be a positive or negative way. Stranger says, turning a fearsome obstacle into an old friend where most people cower. You're the only steady rock in the group. Yeah, so it can definitely give you experience. It can give you wisdom. Adversity can also knock people down, and it's why you have to give everyone a lot of grace. I'm getting that we need to give each other a bit more grace and patience in the situations that we're in, because we don't know what previous adversities have been faced. And which of those adversities have now formed that person to respond in the way that they do. See the gifts in the challenge. All right, I'm feeling like that's the end of that message. Cool, I'm gonna get a third card for the collective. And then I'll quickly take a second to look at the questions that have come through. If you guys do have questions, please leave them in the Q&A section. If the button's not working, just leave them in chat. A third card for the collective, please, guys. Woof, flooped out. We love a flooper, and especially because it's this one. I can't make this up. Metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Let me zoom this in. Get over here. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Oh my good. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. I fucking love it when my guides speak to me so clearly. Oh my goodness. And see how this is, it's combining those beautiful, the pale yellow and the purple, how they're being combined color wise in that card too. Oh, we love it. So metamorphosis, a butterfly literally has to become mush. The caterpillar crawls onto a branch, forms the cocoon around itself, and becomes mush within that cocoon and reforms as a butterfly. It's not just a caterpillar going in and pooping out some wings from its fucking back and off it takes. No. And that's why this card says, trust the process. Be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Becoming what you are, becoming who we are, becoming this next part of ourselves, and this next way of being. It can't be rushed. It can't be forced. It's not a process that can be on someone else's terms or someone else's timeline. If there are people in your life that want you to change to be a certain way, or change to feel a certain thing, or anything like that, if there's anything in your life that is making you feel rushed, no. We're pushing that bullshit to the side. We're saying, nah, you're gonna get out of here with that. Because you cannot rush what you are becoming. And if you don't even know what you're transforming into, why rush it? If you only knew how many steps away you were from this new metamorphosis of yourself, why would you rush that? Because then you're coming out of the cocoon with a half mushy body and wings that aren't formed, and just give yourself that time. I'm really just getting this push to just give yourself time and rest. Just stop being so difficult on yourself and feeling so guilty about saying no. If you say it with love, no can be the healthiest thing for someone to hear. Boundaries, baby, boundaries. I'm getting one of my guides coming in strong, because she's like the of my guide group. I can tell because I'm smacking my cards. I'm clicking. I've got the, change is beautiful. To change into something that you don't even know how beautiful it can be. It's having enough reliance. It's having enough reliance on your previous experiences and how this is all coming together crazy. Let me see if I can fill these cards in. between the adversities that you've faced and then the humor that you can then use to get through those situations, it results in this metamorphosis. It provides you this base ground. That's what learning and adapting and knowledge and wisdom is. It's taking these experiences and then having them applied, but this needs to be almost voluntary on your side as well as the universe's. Like, it is providing everything you need right now to step into a new way of being or thinking or feeling or doing. There is something you need to change, and this is a collective message, so it can be different across the board. If I'm getting any YouTube lag, please let me know. God damn, this would be the time that it would do it. I'm feeling like everything you've conquered. This is the message. Everything you've conquered contributes to your beauty. Everything you've conquered is contributing to your beauty, your strength, your capability to cross the threshold into this next part of being and who you are and who you want to be. There is this voluntary aspect needed from you because the universe is providing everything that you could need, but you also need to give it up. You need to give up this other part of yourself. You need to give up this safety that you've been feeling, because it's not safety. It's getting to a point where it's literally just like you're putting yourself into almost like a comfortable spiritual bubble, and you've got to bust through that comfort zone because you've already faced adversity in the past. You've used your humor to get through it. And even if you've had a lot of humor in the past and you've got a lot of adversity coming up, like, reverse the roles. It still fucking works. You use both to get through both situations. So I don't know, that's a beautiful, blessed message from the universe. I can't even make that ish up. Like, that's that's some cards really working together in beauty there. All right, let me switch the big light off, so my camera's going to keep on doing that. Whoop, maybe not. Maybe it fixed it. All right, so oof, how do we feel? Let me check in on y'all after that, and then I'll read the Q&A. All right, it's good on your end. A Red Bull caterpillar. Red Bull gives you wings. You missed all of it to come back to. We're all caterpillars, but Rain's a moth. Rain, don't get lost in the light. Rain, move away from the light. So use humor to get through adversity in order to undergo through metamorphosis. If you want to take it that literally, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Life. It's a multi-layered onion, this spirituality thing, but yes, you can take it as literally or as layered as you would like to. Whatever message comes through to you and resonates with you, that is spirit speaking to you in the language you understand. So take it how it resonates. I know that I can come through with a lot of information. Loki, I would recommend watching the VOD, because that is the basic message, but again, there's a lot of layers to the onion that would probably be good to, I don't know, it's whatever. Oh, based on missing half the chunks, you can't just go in and see a card reader, go in for the beginning and end of the reading, and then just be like, okay, so this is the summary, yeah? I would advise watching the VOD, but yes, that can, spirit speaking through YouTube lag. I wonder if it's Mercury retrograde lately. Might be. All right, let me put these cards back in the deck. Leafed. All right, and then let me check in on the Q&A section. All right. Noxx says, what's the answer to life, the universe, and everything? Fuck bitches, get money. Okay, next question. Dragon asks, what made me be a VTuber? I have always been interested in the fantasy realm of things and the gaming realm of things. I've always been told I had a really good voice. And so then when it came to a point where I was doing my, I was in the middle of doing all my not safe for work stuff, and I came across Vox Akuma. For whatever reason popped up on my VTube, on my YouTube, sorry. And it's the universe just putting these little seeds in my path to see whether they sprout or not. So I watched him and some of his audios and his fantasy immersive audios, and that really, I was like, wow, this is next level. And then like the detail on like the character and then being whoever you want to be, and it was so inspiring for me to see something I'd never seen before actually be a workable avenue for me to use to get my love of fantasy across and maybe experiment in these different avenues, because I'd never really thought about the voice artistry thing fully. It was never, you know, I always knew I liked character concept design and I always wanted to do it for video games, or, you know, it's just, things have just transitioned. And yeah, seeing randomly Vox Arkema come up on my sorry, poke, he just gave me pokes on the right side. So seeing him randomly on my YouTube feed one day, I was like, what the hell? You can be an anime person and just like that can be you? Because I always thought streaming was like you had to stream as you. And that always made me nervous because like I have never had that great amount of self-confidence, I guess. So yeah, I found that to be a really easy way for me to experiment and see whether this was something I like to do without actually putting my proper face out there. Alright, checking back in on chat. Hey is coming through. That is the literal meaning, yes, but I like fuck bitches get money. I think that's great. We should put it on shirts. Oh, Walker. Boss yells at you, you just yell at him back. The brain rot still remains. Honestly, it's for real, for real. Just because I'm an anime girl doesn't make me any less of a shitty person. Woo! What do you mean the card's not working for you? Oh, the question thing? You can just ask your question in the chat if the Q&A card isn't working. PG, welcome in. Good afternoon. Oh, Jesus, I just hit my fan with my hand. Shikanoko noko noko koshi tantan. What are you guys saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I could have just sung something very awful at all of you and called you something terrible and I wouldn't have even known it. I don't know. Do I need to put this into my fucking Google Translate or some shit? Hold on. No. We're gonna go over here and use my Google Translate. What have I just said to you? Okay. What is that? Japanese to English? Shika noko noko koshi tantan. That didn't work. All right, let's try it again. Chat's going too fast down, I can't see it. Alright, where is it? Shika noko noko kashi tantan. I don't know what was wiped out or whether that's even the right translation, but it sounds about right considering it's an anime about a deer girl. Don't ruin the vibes. I've tried to learn. For all I know, it could have been... For all I know, it could have been swear words, and I've got to set a good example. I might be 18 plus, but I've still got to set a good example and not use foreign language terms that I probably don't know the meaning of. What did I unleash? Look, with my translation, I could have literally unleashed a demon for all we know, because it kind of sounded like a bit of a summoning ritual. My voice is wonderful. Look, debatable, but thank you. Oh, I can carry a tune, not up a mountain, but I can carry it. Okay, Next says Judy Cole's restaurant is not going to manage itself. Love you too, Next. Have a wonderful day. You go get that dollar bills, girl. You go manage that team. See ya. Rain. Send her to Diatanamo Bay. She needs to learn a lesson. Thank you for the hugs, guys. Thank you, thank you. All right, so quick reminder before we get into the BRB, I'm going to remind you to get your blankies, grab your snacks, grab your drinks. Feel free to put some more questions back in the Q&A section. I'll answer them when I get back. If the Q&A is not working, just put your questions in chat. But I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break so I can stretch, smoke, snack, the 3 S's that we need to abide by. And then when I return, I will be doing individual card readings, very quick ones, what you need to know right now. It'll basically be, if you're here, put up a thing, and the thing when I'm ready to do the thing. You know what I mean? Sweet. She can no escape. She can no escape from the good vibes. I will return momentarily. Behave while I'm out. Alright, and I hath returned. Let me take my... Trying to remember which screen I need to come back to. There we go. Hello again. Hello. Alright, let me catch up on chat. You need to catch up on? Really? Walker's back. Dragon is left. The music is very... Oh, it's a new... It's called Heavy Horizon, this song is called. So I'm not surprised. It's a new playlist that I only just found today. It's just me. Relaxing but depressing. Oh, far out. Oh. Okay. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for chill bowling. Chilling like villains. Alright, hold on. I'm just trying to adjust my volume. Let's check back in the Q&A section. What have we got? Never understood how a tarot deck works. Thankfully, I'm not using my tarot decks tonight, but traditionally, a tarot deck consists of 78 cards, 22 of which are the major arcanas, and then the other suits are divided up into swords, cups, pentacles, and wands. So each suit will be tied to an element. So swords is air, cups is water, pentacles is earth, and wands is fire. And then within each of those suits, you have numbers 1 through 10. And then you also have the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So very similar to your traditional deck of cards. You could actually, minus the major arcana, you could use a traditional deck of cards as a means of tarot reading. So tarot decks traditionally will always have the same format. Sometimes people will call the suits different things, or they'll have different, they'll add in extra numbered cards or something like that. But traditionally all the decks are the same, meanings are very similar, and the Rider-Waite tarot deck is like the original one that all the artwork is based off of. If you've seen Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven artwork, that is actually the Hermit card from the tarot. And if you've seen Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny, they use a lot of tarot cards in that, and they are all from the Rider-Waite. Albedo asks, will I be drawing cards for Bean too? Funnily enough, Bean has already chosen a deck that he would like to use. He decided on Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. So very based in English and Gaelic history, which is very funny considering his bloodline. And I will read cards with him whenever he wants to read them with me. I bought that deck and I won't be using it until he arrives. But I haven't even attempted to really speak to him through the cards. I've more just been talking to him every day. Ooh, Dragon's back. Hey, of course you can. Once I start the collective ones, I will put you first on the list. Extra adorable. Oh, beast, yes, we've got to make sure the pups are snugged up. Yes. Okay, Dragon would like a card too. I love it. Also want a card. Okay, everyone, I guess now is the time. Let me know. I will quickly get a piece of paper so I can write all your names down in order. And while I'm doing that, let me know in chat if you'd like me to pull a card for you. Nessa themed deck when? Oh, trust me, it's on my eventual list of things I'd love to do. Okay, so okay. Dragon. Albedo. Yeah, leave it with me. There might be a deck one day when... Like, well, exactly, the snack suits. Pretzels, donuts, pizzas, and wings. Ah. Well, would I offend anyone if I told you I'm not a fan of wings? Loki, you're in the queue. Consider it done. Absolutely yes, says Beast. Wonderful. Rain, I got you too, boo. You are on the list. Walker. Perfection. All right, I'm gonna take space for one more name for now, and then I will move on with the readings, and then I'll grab more names if anyone hasn't gotten one. Is the naughty list? Well then, Loki, maybe I should shift the positions of you and Albedo right to the top. Put death on there as well. Something with unique shapes. No, you did a good job, hey. No, seriously. It actually reminded me of when you said it, it reminded me of a Simpsons board game I used to have when I was a teenager, and the form of currency in it was like little cardboard donuts. Oh, it was so wonderful. So a lumpy. Yes, because lumpy is a shape. The horny jail list. Straight to horny jail. Alright. Let me get my groove on. Alright, guides, goddesses, angels, ancestors, I come to you now and I ask to come through for, hey, I would like a card just for what he needs to know right now. And these cards are basically, yeah, just going to be from your guides, what you need to know right now. There'll be a message or an image or a color or something that will resonate with you. There'll be something here that you need to know, and it's up to you how you put it into effect or take it or leave it. It's completely up to you. Everything with a grain of salt and a lot of love. Okay, a little card for Hay, please. Apologies, I've got my eyes shut while I shuffle. I forgot I'm not on my other VTuber model. Hey, you've got a lot of conflicting energy, I will say that. We're going to split the deck. Normally I'll have cards flooping out, but because there was so much conflict there, we're just going to split the deck. So, hey, your message is elegance. It is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom. Be the swan on the water and glide. The lotus waiting to bloom. A lotus will wait in the mud, in the dirt and in the depths of a pond, and then it will sprout above the water, and it will be this beautiful, glorious, perfectly sacred, geometrical flower that has this big metaphysical message behind it, you know, but it couldn't have gotten to that point unless it was just that bulb using the nutrients from the dirt to then grow into its final form. This is elegance in that journey of, like, if we look at this from I'm getting like, and this is so, but just take it as it comes, I'm getting like royalty vibes, like someone who becomes a king and is well respected and is very elegant in the way he says and he does things, but nobody knows that he came from being this peasant as a child, this you know, this drifter, this he's come such a long way from that, you know. It's from the dirt into the elegance. It's from it's the crystal being formed from that pressure, but before that it's just a rock. This is that transformation, and elegance is needed because it takes you to a place where you can look at things from a grander perspective and more of an eloquent way of transmissal. Why is that word coming through? There's like transmissions coming through to you, and you need more of a elegant way of sort of discerning through the transmissions. It's like, if we go back to the king kind of visual that I'm getting, it's also he's on the throne and people are coming to him with these pleadings, these stories. They're asking the king for things, and he needs to be able to discern from what is good and what is bad, but he also needs to discern in this way of elegance where no one really feels like they're losing. I don't know. This is a big loaded message, but if it's sounding right and it's resonating, elegance is, yeah, your message. It is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom. Be the swan on the water and glide. That is your message. I really have to like quickly cut myself off with the messages because otherwise I'll just spend way too long like diving in. So once it feels like the concentrated dose is through, that is it. Your shot glass You've taken it. Yeah. Thank you so much for the huggies. Hey, I'm glad that resonated. It's a good way to go about things. Picking and choosing how to, yeah. I would say it's more about the, I would say all of the cards that come through for the people tonight, I would definitely recommend you guys sit with your guides and ask them for further messages to come through for you. Because I have a feeling that even though I'll bring through these messages as concentrated as I can, there's still so much more for you there to discover. So, hey, and everyone else, I would highly recommend you going into your sacred space of however it is, whether it's meditation or taking a walk or standing in the shower or video gaming or whatever it is, and really connect and contact your guides and ask them for the best ways to embody this energy moving forward, you know? You're very welcome. All right, I'm going to move on to Dragon. You are next. Guides, goddesses, angels, ancestors, you know the drill. Can I get a card for Dragon, please? Okay, your energy is a lot clearer and... Fuck off. Yeah, your energy is a lot clearer, and it's the clarity card that comes up. Yeah, nah, this is... I can't make this shit up, brother. All right, your word is clarity. Dragon. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Once again, I'm being very, 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 I'm being amplified. It's this warm, almost, there's a particular stone that this reminds me of, a particular crystal. Let me just quickly, okay, 2 seconds. Because I've got it to hand. And my camera is not going to pick up but this crystal literally has like really warm, foresty, greeny brown flecks in it. This is connection to earth. This is clarity coming from connection to the earth. That's why I'm getting that really earthly green color, because it's really going to connect you to your heart center and give you clarity moving forward. Banish the fog of illusion. This is not so much... This is illusions that you've placed on yourself, either feeling like you're not strong enough to do something, or you're not capable of doing something, or something's out of your wheelhouse, or out of, you know, it's not a possibility for you. Like these are limitations and illusions that you've sort of put on yourself. And I feel like if you connected with nature, really stepped into the grounding of it, it could help you with that clarity and focus to banish the self-inflicted illusions about yourself. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Yes, yes, yes. This is your inner eye. This isn't just opening your physical eyes, this is opening your inner eye to the truth. There's some work that needs to be done. I'm getting 3 sessions in total. I would advise you going out to nature on 3 separate occasions when the weather allows for it, but I would advise you to go out 3 separate occasions. Ground yourself, connect with nature, speak to your guides authentically, and then focus on what they say, or like really focus on what they're saying. Don't just hear them, really focus on what they're saying, and don't let your ego put more illusions on it. And then write down afterwards what messages you receive. That's your card and that's your advice. I love how clear these things can be sometimes. Womp womp, irony. I also love how loaded these things can be sometimes. You're welcome, Dragon. Oh, alright, let's get a card for Albedo. Albedo, I'm automatically getting like pink and white energy. I'm just seeing pink and white. Oop, and I've already got a card coming out for you. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. Oh, I can't make it up. Womp womp. Bitch, what colors are on that fucking card? Pink and white. You fucking kidding me? Yeah, we could get away with like saying it's purple, but there aren't really like pink cards in this deck. Like looking through all the cards, it's really, you know, it's just like purples and greens and... Oh, I love it when this shit happens. Healing. Bless all in need of healing. Actually, bless all in need of healing, hope, and love is what it says. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom, guide us to the path of wellness. I don't know if you... This is, no, Walker, I haven't done your reading yet. No, you're good. This is, okay, it's giving me, and I'm going to put this in chat so you can Google it. I think it's called the 7th Unicorn. I think it's called the 7th Unicorn by Shirley Barber, or it's like the Last Unicorn by Shirley Barber. The art in this is giving me vibes of that, and I feel like there's a message somewhere. Somewhere in this, where am I? Let me, hold on. I think I'm getting it, and it's connecting me to it because it's part, like a really soft and gentle part of my childhood that always put me into this fantasy space of like a princess feel. This is gonna all sound, it is what it is. I'm not even gonna say it's gonna sound stupid, because you're gonna take this how it resonates, and you're gonna, something will work here, okay? Let me just step into it. This is you throwing caution, but your intentions to the wind as well. I'm literally seeing you dressed in like pink and white, like kind of just like dancing through a field, or like spinning around in a field, and you're literally like speaking to the wind, like you're speaking your intentions into the wind, into the universe. You're allowing these things to be carried on the wind, and it's giving this fantastical aspect of like, maybe that's why it's giving me the princess vibes, because it feels like you're just so connected to the everything of everything. I can't describe what I'm feeling here. This is like, I think it's like guilt-free childlike happiness. You love fields. This is giving me, I think what it's, it's saying go back to basics. And there was a time in your childhood where you embodied this energy of guilt-free, carefree, speaking your hopes and dreams into the wind, speaking to animals as if you were Snow White, you know, dancing around as if you were Aurora. This mentality is what you need to step back into. This is what's going to bring you healing. I think that's why I was getting the 7th Unicorn, because it was a big part of my childhood growing up. And I feel like there's a big part of your childhood now. Maybe you've got some childhood stuff that needs to be, yes. You've definitely got childhood stuff that needs to be healed through this process. Now I'm tuning back into the card, and I'm saying, guide us to the path of wellness. There is no actual path. Your path of wellness is that field. You need to ask your guides to guide you to that field within yourself, so you can experience that. Like this energy I'm feeling now, it's like it's like the Sound of Music or some shit. You know what I mean? It's that real, just nostalgic, warm. It's fitting the old kid you, hitting the nail on the head. Okay, beautiful, because that's what it's giving me. You need to embody that. If there's like a smell from your childhood that really makes you feel like comfy, invest in like really soft candles that kind of smell like that. Or, you know, if you had comfy things as a kid, like you loved stuffies or blankies, invest in that. Like really invest in your inner child, and maybe look into some bedtime stuff, like actual stuff you can listen to, like inner child healing. Not necessarily heavy meditations. None of this wants to be heavy. None of it needs to be heavy. It doesn't want heavy. It wants light. We're thinking like, you know, it's flower petals on the wind kind of light. Give me a second. They're saying there's nothing for you to be afraid of. There's nothing for you to be afraid of. You can visit it, and there's nothing for you to be afraid of. They'll keep you safe. And that's where I'm going to leave that message, because if I go any further, I feel like you know out of that what you need to know. You got your plushies. Let's go. I'm a plushie queen myself. And yo, I actually ordered some plushies for Bean the other day. Oof. They're cute as fuck. I can't wait to show you guys. But yes, I am a big, like, I love textures of things. So I love those big, soft, cushy blankies and like the big, soft, cushy pillows and like stuffies and just, you know, like feeling small and stuff. That kind of, you know? Hi, Freddie. How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, so Loki, you are next. Let me just have a drink of water. You're so welcome, Albedo. That was a really lovely message to come through. I really liked experiencing that energy. Thank you for allowing me to. All right, Loki. Guides, goddesses, angels, ancestors. What does Loki need to know right now? What message do we need to bring through for Loki? Why am I... Okay. This is almost complete opposite energy now. It's giving me the 2 cards on top to decide between. It's giving me like 3 cards on top to decide between. Fleshy creeper and a huge heavy weighted blanket. Yeah, weighted blanket's a bomb. I'm glad, Dragon. I shuffled them. It told me to take the one in the middle. Loki, your card is anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. When I was shuffling for you, though, I felt as if I was in a very small wood cabin. Like in a very small room in a very small wood cabin, and it felt very small and confined and claustrophobic almost. I feel like maybe this could be I'm not going to read too much into this. Take it how you want. It could represent that feeling of anticipation, or it could represent something you're going through right now. But I just, yeah, it was like a just very thick, claustrophobic, like small room in a small wooden cabin in the woods. Like, I just didn't like it. I was like, that's why this is like opposite energy. So, so trust that something wonderful is happening. Change is on the way. It's in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. Maybe you could be shutting yourself off, and that's why I felt that really like claustrophobic, like kind of broom closet feeling. But it's just really weird that I saw those like wooden logs, like an actual, like a log cabin. It doesn't want me to read too much into it, because they're telling me you'll know. You don't need to know too much, you'll know. Don't shut yourself off. Don't feel like you don't deserve to receive good things. And don't feel like you can't anticipate good things. You know that saying that it's like, oh, hope for the best but expect the worst, or whatever the fuck. Like, no, none of that anymore. If you have been doing that, or if you kind of been like not feeling apprehensive is the word I'm getting. You've been feeling very pensive and apprehensive about maybe putting yourself forward to have excitement or anticipate something good coming. Maybe you're always anticipating that. Why is that your motto that you live by? Okay, so for real, maybe you need to change things up, because maybe you're shutting yourself off by doing that. Words are energy. Energy manifests the physical around us, and it's all about perspective. And as much as we can hope for the best but expect the worst, if we're always expecting the worst, then we're kind of already putting it out there that we know that that's going to happen, which it doesn't have to be that way. So I feel like maybe that log cabin is that feeling of you, almost that you feel safe shutting yourself off and not really like putting too much hope and expectation into anything, because then you can't get your feelings hurt. And it's sort of just easier for you to just like I can't describe the energy that it was giving me, but it's like real, like that real lonely feeling of solitude. And I feel like you're almost putting yourself into that position by not allowing good things to sort of believing that good things should happen for you, believing that you deserve good things to happen for you, believing that you're allowed to anticipate things and hope for the best and expect the best. And even if the worst happens, what's the worst that could happen? If you sat down and you listed out all the absolute worst case scenarios that could happen in any given situation, there is a 99.999% chance that the worst case scenario is not going to be the thing that happens. But then you write down what would happen if this worst case scenario did occur. Would I still survive? Would I still be able to live? These are heavier questions to ask, and so sometimes it's better just to expect the best, because we deserve the best. And that's not on ego. That's coming from sometimes it's better not to be a martyr. Oof, that's a heavy message. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Loki, but that's some real heaviness coming through from, like, I feel like I'm just getting this, pull yourself out of the mud. I don't know why that came through. Just pull yourself out of the mud. I think that's where I want to leave that. Can confirm, cabin in the woods are lonely. Oh. I don't know why my camera wasn't focusing for that one. Can confirm. Look. Have never been to a cabin in the woods, but have seen nothing but scary movies about them. So I can imagine they'd be kind of lonely. Appreciate all the insight regardless of how heavy. Yo, and you were literally no shit. Okay. The synchronicities, I like it. There's something there with that. Maybe you were feeling that type of way while you were in the cabin in the woods earlier. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy though. Legit, because I felt like I was just sitting there, sitting slouched over, just like looking at this like log cabin wall sort of thing, like feeling hell fucking lonely. It was awful. And I do have to say, this is how I personify my voice. That's good though, because being able to personify your inner voice kind of makes them like a friend that you can just hang out with. I think my inner voice is what my succubus self looks like. I'd like to think anyway. I really like that message came through. As heavy as these can be sometimes, I always feel that whatever needs to come through definitely, the guides never pull punches. I'll say that they never pull punches in the way that they're trying to like offend anyone or like anything like that. And that's why I recommend that you guys sit with your own guides, because sometimes the way that the messages come through for me won't actually, like, the way I speak them might not be the way that your guides are trying to tell them to you. It's the hardest thing. Magic mirror to the outside world. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Then my mirror smashes. It's like, not you, bitch. Alright, Beast. Coming through for my butler Beast. I would like a card, please. Guides, goddesses, angels, ancestors. Immediately seeing blue sky. Okay. I was like, blue sky and white fluffy cloud. Once again, the colors are resonating with what I'm seeing in my head. Fucking weird. And this card just flooped out straight away. Right. Beast. Your card is Pilgrimage. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. Now, I'd like to draw your attention, Beast, to the amount of beasts that are in this card. Does that not seem suitable? Beast, have you ever looked into shamanism? I don't know what the history of shamanism in I don't know what the history of shamanism is within the Hawaiian culture. Oof, my mouth was moving too fast for my brain. But have you looked into shamanism? I feel like there's something. Just as a first message off the bat, I feel like there's going to be something big for you to look into in regards to shamanism of some sort. Now this, the pilgrimage is coming through and it's giving me the hermit card vibes once again. Man traveling with lamp, normally solitary, but it's giving me hermit vibes. This is taking time and space, and maybe this is why I'm getting shamanism, or shamanism. But it's taking that. It's the pilgrimage is you taking that time and space away to go into solitude. Previously, Loki needed to step out of solitude. Your guides and your ancestors, specifically ancestors, that's, I'm getting heavy ancestor, female. It's female and it's Inuit. And I can't, there's more to it than that, but to step into it, that's something I need heavier permissions for, which I'm not going to step into now. That's how heavy this link is. You have a real connection waiting there for you to step into and connect to, and it is ancestral. It is linked with shamanism. And it's requiring you to go on this pilgrimage, to step into solitude, to take time away, to really sit and feel into a new level of authenticity and connect with the land. I'm getting connect with the land, it's something very serious to do with shamanism, for real. Stranger, all good. May fortune favor you as well. Sending you love. Good night, take care of yourself. Your soul is longing to find the way. You're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul's trying to, and it wants to, but it doesn't, and it needs a guide. But these guides aren't on the physical plane. There's no one here right now. Like they can put you in the right direction, but ain't no one on this physical plane right now that can tell you what you need to know. That's in your ancestry, that's in your bloodline, that's in the land. That's on connecting like real deep down tribal level sort of shit. This is, and yeah, I'm getting a poking in the side of my head, so I know that this is for real. Like this is you. This is me simply delivering the message that you have a powerful, like, needs to be respected guide, like really connected to and respected guide that will guide you through this journey, this bigger, heavier pilgrimage that you're about to embark on, should you so choose. There will be sacrifices you need to make. You will need to show your guide, you will need to show her that you are willing to make these steps and these sacrifices to learn your lineage and to empower yourself into this new connection. There's a connection that she can help you to open up. With it's she says you've already been doing it with your hula. It needs to go deeper. The way I see you, the way you press your foot into the ground, the power, that power sends a message into the land. The land wants to respond to you, and you can sort of hear it, you can sort of feel it, but it wants you to tune in. You're meant to, there's something about big shamanism coming up. I don't know, I'm going to leave that where it lies. But you got a big guide that wants to connect with you, and crazy. That's way bigger than I expected to come through, based. There's a deeper reason for everything. Learn your lineage. That's the last message. All right, I need to shake it off after that. Good gad. Thank you, Beast. Thank you, thank you. Ooh. Alright, let me just clear off my energy because I've had a couple of guides come through. You are most welcome, Beast. You are most welcome. Everyone, if you would like to, I would like to invite you to take a deep breath in with me. Ready? Breathing in. Oof. And then breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in once more. And out through the mouth. Oof. All right. Feeling good, feeling fine. About time to jive. We've got 2 more people on my list, Rain and Walker. I still have you down. If anybody else did not get their name on the list, please feel free to hit me up. Let me know. Let me see if there's any more. Oh yeah, sweet. I think we might just end the Q&A. Nice. And that way I only have to keep an eye on the one chat thing. Alright, I think it might be about that time to just quickly have like a little rehydrate and stretch. Give me a second. Oof, guys, you might actually have to excuse me so I can take a 5-minute BRB because after those, that was a lot of energies to connect with. So if you don't mind, I will just take a quick burb so I can ground myself, and then when I come back, I'll be reading for Rain and Walker, and then I'll probably bring back some more collective messages, maybe from a different deck, or we can just figure out something to do. We'll just hang out. Just an easy peasy lemon squeezy night. Alright, cool. I will be back in 5 minutos. Welcome back to the spirituality zone. Ooh. Thank you for hanging around and joining me. I appreciate you. Oh, let's see Paul Allen's card. It's embossed. And it feels so good. Fuck Paul Allen, man. She comes, welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, that's actually a banging movie. I should watch American Psycho again soon, because Christian Bale, his performance in that, like, he scared himself. I'm like, mine's passed on to the next person. Yes. So you had very powerful messages coming through tonight, but Beast, I feel like yours was especially. I was just here to deliver it. I was just the Amazon delivery girl. All right. Rain. I was about to say that little rain song, but it says rain go away and I want you to come thither. I've got your cards for you. Rain, come my way and come again every other day. Oh, you didn't like it, Loki. How come? I'm getting just pull rains from the middle of the deck as well, so there is that. I did actually just shuffle them within my hands. Rain, come and stay. Oh, you got a really sweet card. I love it. You got dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. Look. That's a really cute card to get. With a little fraggy bruto. So you got dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. I feel like it is, yeah, it's such a cute card, and maybe you're self-conscious sometimes, and there's a stupid saying, and you're gonna cringe when I say it, but you know that? Like, dance like nobody's watching. Ew, I hate myself just for saying it. But that's kind of the mentality we've got to have here. Yeah, now hear me out. Letting joy lead the way is not as simple as it sounds. It's not as simple as saying yes to everything or no to everything that might not feel good, or like authentic joy sometimes can come from the smallest things. Like you walk on a path and you see a frog, or you try a new drink and it's really delicious. I don't know, these are real. I'm getting it needs to just be simple, sweet and simple. Finding your heart's rhythm and letting joy lead the way. It's moving with your heart center. It's letting your feelings guide you. It's moving from this space of you want rather than you need, okay? You've been in a you need headspace for way too long. People have pushed you there, maybe you've pushed yourself there, but it doesn't necessarily always have to come down to I need. Sometimes I want is good, and it guides you towards what will actually bring you joy and make you happy. There needs to be less guilt around this word want. I feel like when we say we want something, it makes us seem selfish, or like we're willing to sacrifice anything to get what we want and blah blah. No, nothing like that. There's nothing negative about letting joy lead the way, as in like doing what you want to feel the way you want. This is definitely not an overcomplicated message. This is definitely a simple one. And yours is the first one where I've actually been guided to read from the book. So give me a second. Because the book gives you actual like mantras to say. So I might have to type up this mantra and send it to you on Discord. Considering the last 2 readings we did a year or so, centered around destroying, detaching from things that didn't serve. and not destroying yourself for wants that weren't your own, and it all comes together, and it's still, now I feel like it's giving you that gentle, simple, guilt-free reminder, just to check in, just a gentle, like, hey girl, just making sure that you've been, you know, like, doing you, you know what I mean? It's real soft, it's real gentle. Today is my day to dance lightly with life. I will sing wild songs, find my rhythm, and follow the drum beat of my heart. I will dance with my friends and family, and sometimes I will dance alone. I will invite moonbeams and dragonflies to come out and play. My spirit will soar, and no matter what happens, I will find a reason to dance. That's really coming through as a big confirmation on that collective message that came through before about the humor, the adversity, the metamorphosis. No matter what happens, I will dance lightly through life. Yeah, this is like a big cashmere blankety soft hug compared to the last like fist fight that the reading gave you. I really do have to apologize for the guides coming through the way they do sometimes. But this really feels gentle. My spirit will soar. No matter what happens, I will find a reason to dance. This is really finding beauty in the little things and finding beauty in your joy. There is nothing to feel selfish about by doing what you want when you want to do it. If it puts a genuine smile on your face, Rain, for real, for real. That's on your guides needing you to give yourself this gentle, loving energy as well. That's the final part of this. I'm feeling like there's way more that could go into it, but this is you needing to take that time and space. Not every day, but I'd say a weekly, to really connect with yourself, your joy, authentically just doing something that feels like a little guilty binge, but it's not, and it makes you happy, like watching, like sitting and watching a reality show when you know you've probably got work you've got to do. Like just sit and binge and watch that show just for one, like guilt-free. It can wait till another day. Like honestly, you just need to intuitively feel right now what makes you happy, what actually makes you feel love for yourself, what makes you feel like you're being like wrapped in a big cashmere blanket of love, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can feel the emotion from you right now as well, and it make me cry all the time. This genuinely does feel like so much positivity though, and I really do feel as if you've got it all within you. Like this isn't even you needing to connect to anything else but yourself. This is really just authentically stepping towards your happiness, your heart's rhythm, feeling your way through into the future and what really brings you joy. Yes, you deserve it. Yes, yes, yes. 100,000%. Like I know, like yes, we all deserve it, but right now, Rain, I know that you probably feel like you deserve it the least. No, you deserve it the most, girl. You don't need to put into others so much. You can put that into you, and it's not selfish. And that's the reading. I'm gonna leave it where it lies. Ooh, that was a comfy one. That was a real comfy one to come back to. That feels like a big sigh of like comfy relief. Oh goodness. All right, Rain, I hope you're not too emotional. You're very welcome, my sweet love. I hope that hit you in all the right spots, and a lot more gently this time as well. Jeez. All right, Walker, have I still got you in the building with me? Because it's about that time. The change from depression to happiness. Beasts was hardly depressing. Stop. No, it's just because Beasts was like, it's the change from heavy to light. Sometimes a physical guide will come through with a message, like a telegram. And other times it's like Chinese whispers. They're like, this is the gist. You'll be able to get it through. You think he died? Okay, alright. Well, Walker, if you reckon Walker's dead, then I guess Walker doesn't need a card. Does he, Walker? You jerk. Starvation got him. Well, hopefully I can feed you with some good energy. Would this have been Twitch, you would have raided me? Oh my goodness, then your audience would have come into some very strange vibes. Good evening, little bro. Acti's in the building. Thank you for joining me and welcome. Acti, how you feeling? How was stream? How was stream? Alright, Walker. They're like, oh yeah, we got a card for him. Alright, hold on. Shuffle from the first 4 cards. John! Welcome in. Hello, hello. Craving Latino food in more ways than one? You want to motivate a taco? Oh god, okay. Yo, you got anticipation as well. Something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. Huh. I'm getting the guides like, oh, you thought it was going to be some crazy shit, huh? Nah, it's all good, bro. Oh, Agdi, you completed. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, let me know if you'd like me to read you a card. Okay, Walker. Anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. I feel like if there was anyone that was ever gonna be like, okay, yeah, bet, give me a card reading, I'll probably get the fucking death card or something. You know what I mean? If there was ever a person that was gonna be that, it's you. And so your guides are coming through like, no bitch, not everything is as shitty as you think it is. And I feel like they are giving you permission to anticipate good things because you're an extremely hard worker. You're an extremely hard worker, but there's a mixed message coming through. Give me a second to tune into it. Yeah, the spirits are being real playful with this one. It's hard to lock them down for an actual message. There's something about the work that you're doing that it's not... That's not where the blessings are going to come from. And then they're like, yeah, I know what you're doing. These are real... You got some real smart-ass guides coming through. They be playful. Making me tacos? Jeez, fuck. Alright, so since you've... that is why you're... Yep, that explains it. I'm reading for the most ADHD dude, and that's why your guides are literally... I'm getting like... Gremlins? You all seen the movie Gremlins? That's what your guides are coming through like. Like a kitchen full of gremlins. So my advice from myself would be to find a way to fucking center your energy and calm down. So you can actually maybe like just get a piece of paper in front of you and like write down on like good stuff you want to happen. Or like blessings that you think would be cool to come into your life. And then trust that they can actually happen if you just sit and take like 5 minutes just to get a little bit clear and sit within your brain. You're always trying to escape that brain. Yeah, I'm picking up that energy immediately. The readings are very yeah, because I tune into everyone's guides and then their personal energy, and I make sure it's not my own, and it's all over the place. But I've been doing this for a while now, so it's a lot easier than it used to be. Trust me in that. Trust me. Acti, yes, I am currently wearing socks right now. I've always liked wearing socks. Also, do you want a card? Let me know. And, yeah, the gremlin spirits are coming through hard, John. You need to, yeah, take 5 minutes, unstimulated. And this is, wow, just saying that, you're like banging your head against a wall. You need to be unstimulated to actually focus in on what you want your future to look like in the next 5 years. You need to get clear on that shit, write it down, and then trust that your guides will deliver it. But you're all over the place. They're all over the place. No one can even get focused on anyone's intentions. And right now, know that good things are on the way, but fuck, you know, sometimes you just have to take that 5 minutes. No distractions, no stimulants, no energy drink, no, you know what I mean? No, nothing in the background. Just when was the last time you actually just went out and like touched grass and just like drank water? Like, now I'm coming off like a bit of a cunt. Lunch break. And he's like, oh, I've had 3 monsters. Now I'm going to go eat Mexican food. Oof. Look, try to take 5 minutes at some point in the future to get clear on your goals for the next 5 years. Write them down and then trust that your guides will help you achieve them. But it is that your energy just makes me want to like grab you by the shoulders and just say, sit the fuck down. Will you just eat this piece of fruit and just stop? You know, like, I want to treat you like you're a little fucking kid, and that's like, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like maybe your guides, you've got the gremlins, and then I'm sure you've got guides in there that want to shake you by the shoulders and grandmother you as well. So, you know what I mean? Touch grass and drink water, it's not my audience. If you're going to go into grass, it's going to be to find Pokemon, and if you're drinking water, it's only because you're dehydrated from bullying me. Walker doesn't like the cage or the corner. None of it is cage, none of it is corner. These are all, oh my god, it's not a wonder. Oh, life can be go, 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 and that's fine, but what are you missing in the meantime? And then you're going to rush through and it's going to be 5 years from now, and what will you have achieved? Get straight on your goals. Trust that they can come in. The blessings are waiting for you. You just got to be clear on what the fuck you want. Oh my god. Alright. Gonna use the when Bean's acting up. Yo, Bean has given me a couple little pokes this evening, so it's been very, very cute to feel. But I went out to the kitchen earlier and Snacky Daddy said something and I felt 3 little pokes in response. I was like, oh my god, I think I could hear you. So Bean's been funny tonight. Oof. Acty, I've been sitting here like shuffling for you with you in my mind. Card just flooped out and fell to the floor. Give me a sec. It said, this is Actis, and of course it makes me do exercise to get it. Hell yeah. Acti, you're gonna fucking love this card. Your card is energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. Hi, Bean, I'm Bean, I think Bean really loves streams because he can hear me talking so much, like so loud. Alright, there you go. You've got the really cool, really amazing card of energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. Now, I know you're a Dragon Ball kind of guy. That's kind of this flamey sort of color is giving me that sort of, not Dragon Ball, not specifically, but the power from within, and all their power comes from within, and blah 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 blah. The orange in this card, it's really like I can hear the flames. I can literally hear the flames crunching and kind of, you know, I can hear that flamey crackling sound. But I also feel it in the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra sits right above your root chakra. The sacral chakra is kind of located, if you went to your hip bones and moved your hands right into the middle in your belly, that's where your sacral chakra would be. And it is one of your energy centers. It's not necessarily like the solar where it's got the motivation. This is actually your energy center where it's like your let's just take it to basics. Sacral. Sacred. It's that gut feeling. It's that epicenter of where your flame actually kind of rises from. Once you've got your root chakra in order and you're feeling really grounded, then you've got a foundation to then really feel into what it is that you want, and then the solar gives you the motivation to move towards that. This is the real nuts and bolts and grassroots of what you want. And you have the power to achieve it. Whatever that goal is, you have the power to achieve it. You have the aura. But I'm getting slow burn. So I feel like the fire is crackling, but I'm getting slow burn. And the metaphor that they're giving me is that there are always Like even when the fire goes out, a lot of the embers are still lit, and all they need is a little bit of stimulation, like by the wind or something, to get going again and rise into this big flaming fire. That's kind of the metaphor it's giving me for your energy. Even in those moments where you feel like you're really low on energy and your fires might be out, they're not. The embers are still burning. There is still capability there, but a fire cannot burn at the same consistency for the same amount of time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fire is like the ebbing and the flowing of the ocean. It cannot go ham, okay? No, I know that's what you're picking up. This is saying that you need to open yourself to receive power from within, but that power within you is not infinite. You do not have an infinite source of energy like the guys in Dragon Ball. I think that's the metaphor. It's trying, like, you're not a fucking anime cartoon superhero. We're all human, as shit as that sounds. You do have that energy consistently burning and flickering and flaming within you. But sometimes you need to let the embers rest so you can stimulate them later to bring that fire back to a big bonfire. But if your fire is consistently burning at the same rate, at the same time, all the time, it's just going to be ashes by the end of it. There won't even be any embers to keep a basic spark going, you know. PG is going to go. See you, PG. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great night too. Goodbye. Walker, speak English. Yeah, so you have infinite determination, and that's really good that you're making that discernment, because you don't have infinite energy, but you have infinite determination. And that determination is that life force. It's those embers. It's that flickering of the flame. Although it isn't infinite, I think your guides are more just guiding you to nurture the consistency of your energy levels. And sometimes when you have energy, not to necessarily like consider your energy expense a discipline in itself. If you enjoy a challenge, if you enjoy discipline, considering expending your energy as a discipline in itself is the best way to move forward. Because even if you sit there and you have a lot of energy one day, it might not be the most proactive thing for you to exert all that energy at the once, or to necessarily exert it at the gym. There's a different message coming through. I just want to discern what it is. Because I really don't want to word it wrong. And all I'm getting is save your strength for better days. Save your strength for better days. Oh, slow and steady wins the race. Oh god, if ever there was a trigger sentence for Acti. Continue to, kinda, yeah. So Acti, the cards are, you take them however they resonate, and if that's the message that comes through, then that's the message that comes through. I would say this is less focused on others though. This is more about you. For sure, this is more about you. But I'm glad you have received the message. I'm glad you came in to receive one. It makes me happy. Thank you, thank you. Before I put the cards away for the evening, is there anyone else in the chat that would like a card that I have missed? Let me know. I will give you a couple of minutes to let me know, but I think I've managed to get everyone that wanted one. Self-regulation's hard. Yeah, I do know that, and it's because I had a very similar mentality for very many years, and now I'm sitting in the result of not being able to self-regulate properly, and I'm just like, oh, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Let me just switch this light off. Oh good, I'm glad everyone got their card. So pick a card for myself. Oh, okay. You guys want, I don't know. I would consider myself in the collective, but I can read for me. Yeah, why not? Alright, hold on. Oh, guides, goddesses, angels, ancestors, is there anything you'd like me to know? Oop. As soon as I did one shuffle and the card flooped and it came out face up. So it's making me do exercise for my own card. Is it slap back on? Oh my god, and I dropped it again. Holy shit. Oh, guides, help me. Yo, my card is manifestation. My dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and belief are my power. There you go, guys. This is my card. Whoop. The unicorn and the dragon. Look at that. Woohoo. I really like that because dragons and unicorns are such pinnacles of the fantasy realm. Do you know what I mean? It's like how we've got the emu and the kangaroo as the emblems for Australia. The unicorn and the dragon are the emblems for the fantasy world. I froze. Did I freeze, or is Walker just being a jerk as usual? So my dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. I think this is coming through as a nice confirmation and a really nice way to finish the evening, actually. And just as I look at the clock, it was 11:11. Oh my goodness. Oof, okay. Nice. 3 little confirmations in a row. Immediately, this is telling me that I'm stepping in the right direction and I'm opening the door to let my dreams live in the aspect of like moving more towards my spirituality and stuff. I feel like this is a nice little thumbs up from the guides, like you're on the right track sort of thing, because manifestation is something that we're all working at pretty consistently. I feel like we're all trying to manifest our hopes and our dreams. But to open the door and let your dreams live really means to stop thinking about what you're thinking about and actually do something about what you're thinking about, I guess. I keep going, you got this, thank you. Okay, it's Walker just being a dickhead then. Thank you, Albedo. Thank you, Acti. Desire and belief are your power. Have I not been saying this kind of consistently all evening? Like, the things that we do and say kind of speak everything else into existence, and I don't know, this is just a really nice confirmation to kind of receive. I'm just kind of looking at the beautiful artwork in the card as well. They're like both looking... I don't know why it's significant that they're both looking like opposite directions, but they meet in the middle. There's a message in that for me. There's a message in that for me, I know it. It feels weird to read for myself to like all of you guys, but thank you for the pats. I feel like this is, yeah, just a nice confirmation from the universe that I'm moving in the right direction and that I am moving towards manifesting and opening the door to whatever dreams of mine want to live, because clearly I've been moving towards a different direction, and, you know, I may as well just step into what makes me feel like tonight has made me feel so super comfortable and like relaxed and really good vibe, really good energy. I've been standing at my desk the whole time because I can't sit down on my chair anymore, and like my legs aren't even hurting. Like I don't even feel like exhausted, or like my brain doesn't feel all melty and gross. Like it's really lovely for me to step back into this part of me that's always been so prevalent, but not really like, I don't know, I wanted to get all my audio portfolio stuff done and like out of the way, but now I'm feeling like that's run its course. I just really do want to step back into what makes me feel like me, which is, yeah, communicating with guides and the universe and bringing through messages. And you can bet bottom dollar that over the next, I want to say 5 days to a week, you're going to be seeing maybe some synchronicities relating to these messages. And it's always nice that I can just be the messenger for them. I just like to bring these things to your attention so then you can notice when the universe is actually giving you those confirmations. I'm loving that. Okay, cool. So Beast says the card is surprisingly fitting for characteristics and spirituality. Same with Dragon. Nice. Yeah, Albedo, I would agree. I think all of your cards obviously fitted to each of you because they were pulled for you, connecting with your guides, but I really do like that each of you seem to resonate with the message that came through. And that in itself is always a really lovely confirmation, and like it gives me the warm fuzzies because it makes me know that I'm doing the right thing. It helps let me know that I'm communicating in the right way, and I've definitely worked a lot on my communication and my eloquence in regards to bringing through these messages, not getting so overwhelmed with them. And so I feel as if now I'm moving into this mother part of my life, from the maiden to the mother, and then you move to the crone, blah, blah, blah. But now as I'm moving into this next phase of my life, I'm also feeling more of the confidence, I guess, to just do me. Last emoji I used, hold on, let me check my phone. Oof. Yours was a tooth. Suspiciously fitting card for Loki. I'm in the walls, Loki. That's why it was suspiciously fitting, because I've got surveillance cameras all throughout your house. I'm totally kidding, but I'm grateful to each and every one of you that requested a card and let me in on your energy, because that's a big deal. That takes some trust, so I'm actually grateful to each and every one of you. The last emoji I used... Purple heart. Purple heart. Purple heart emoji. I use those a lot. It's one of my favorites. Oh good, Albedo, I'm so happy. Moving in the right direction while also giving a bit of guidance. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Hard look at yourself and need a thing. Dragon, sometimes it can be hard when we get guided that way, but there's nothing bad on the other side of that. It's only you looking at you, and I trust that you're going to come out so much better on the other side. Lets you know you're doing the right thing. Yeah, no, Acti. No. So that, yes, that is my general situation, but there are many facets to my situation. So it lets me know that I'm doing the right thing in regards to the next step in my content creation. If I was consulting the cards as a generality, I wouldn't look at my situation and being like, oh, I've been doing the wrong thing this whole time. No, I'm way too blessed to be stressed, you know that. But it's just like a thumbs up to let me know that reading cards for people is gonna keep that really loving and supportive community around me. And you know, everyone needs a little confidence sometimes. What more she wants from you? Well, that's a discussion you're gonna have to have with her. I could literally draw her out for you. That's how clearly I saw your guide in my head. When I see guides, they come through clearly as if they're standing in front of me. And she's not got a lot to say, but when she speaks, you listen, and she has things she wants to say to you, and I'll leave it at that. Oh god. Trying to tune back into her energy again. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I'm curious about everyone now. Monthly card readings? Yeah, so I'm actually thinking of making this a regular thing. So maybe taking the Fridays back to kind of like the book readings or the mythology or something, but actually going back to my collective readings would be really good, because I used to do them for new moons and full moons, and there are guided meditations I want to do, and that's why I actually got my the screen you see on my starting and my BRB and everything. I actually got that screen moving around so you'd have something to look at when I do my guided meditations. Oh, evening, Nexus. Oh, good evening. Loki, I didn't get a visualization of your guide because I didn't tune into it. So I'll get a general energy, or I'll get a specific visual on a guide if they have a specific message. But otherwise it was it was more your energy tuning in through your eyes that I picked up. Nexus, while you're here, by the way, we've missed y'all as well. I kind of knew you'd be coming in for the end of stream. Let me know if I can pull a card for you because we've been doing card readings tonight and I'm more than happy to shuffle the deck for you. But otherwise, I hope you've had a very good day. Not good to tune into energy when you were around. Yeah, your gremlins gave me a run for my money. Yeah, I'm liking that you guys want me to make it a regular thing. I think that will be the case. I used to do it quite a lot on my old Instagram. And I would be very consistent with my collective messages. So I'm not sure, I'm not going to guarantee consistency at this point, like whether it's going to be new moon or full moon or both or whatever. But I am planning on definitely, now that this has happened, now that I've actually uploaded my final or fantasy scripted audio, I do feel good now moving through into October, now moving into more of this avenue of things, which means then I can actually keep my schedule semi-regular. I'm always more energetic around a full moon, I will tell you that. I'm probably going to call it right now. It probably won't be new moon readings, it'll probably be full moon readings because I've always been more energetic around a full moon, which makes sense because it was a full moon yesterday or the day before. Albert, you've got time to watch the stream. Good, good, good. Let me know if you would like a card. Acty, you went a gremlin. Wait, more readings? Yeah, for anyone who missed out. I knew Nexus would be coming later. Of course, yes. If you're driving home, then I can just do your reading and you can either just listen or you can tune into the VOD, but I'm happy to read for you. Yes, yeah. More readings. I've always liked reading for the collective. It's when I used to do my it's when I used to do my best work, I think. Tuning in and just really feeling into like what the world around me like was doing. Got a lot sometimes, but I really enjoyed it. Woof! Well, that flooped out. Next is... Alright, I got your card for you. You do plenty spiritually based. There's probably a lot that you do every day that's spiritual in nature and you probably don't even realize it. Any more readings in the next couple of weeks? Probably. We'll see. Like these kind of readings? Maybe. Maybe. I have no idea what I've got planned for next month. Let's try say that we'll do two lots of spiritual stuff next month, and that'll either be the live streams like this or it'll be just the collective reading. But let's settle on 2. That sounds good to me. All right, Nexus, I have consulted the guides and the card that they have brought through for you is a beautiful one. Creation. Remember your thoughts. Shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. Let me say that again. Remember your thoughts, shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. And let me show you up close. Got a beautiful, what bird is that? Hummingbird? There's a hummingbird and a little flower with the sacred geometry above him. Beautiful little card to receive. I really like the colors on that one. We kind of touched on this earlier in someone else's reading that came through. It was the the whole spiel of your thoughts create your reality, and how we were talking about expecting, what was it, hoping for the best but expecting the worst, and that sort of blah blah blah. I don't think that's what this is. I don't think you've necessarily been thinking or manifesting things into existence by thinking or speaking negatively per se. I wouldn't say that that's what this is about. I'm getting that this is a new opportunity for you, Nexus, and I'm seeing this as like a seed of possibility that can be planted. that's bringing my attention to this part up here. If you can see, let me get my little, this here. See? It's, the flower is like blooming from this seed, which is like part of this sacred geometry sitting behind the bird. So I don't feel as though this is anything negative that you've been doing thus far. I feel like this is alerting you to the presence of this new opportunity to then use the way of thinking and feeling and being that you've been doing that's been working so far, to then really push that towards something like a level above. Like, okay, if you've been doing this and it's been working, like, why not try just like take it up another notch? Creation. This is giving me the magician card from the tarot as well. We have this ability to create from nothing, to alchemize, to create something from nothing. Thoughts can shape a future. Just mere thoughts that we have in our head can change the entire trajectory. I'm getting that this is something like a seed. There's a seed somewhere that needs to be nurtured through your thoughts, your words, your intentions, Nexus. And this seed is going to bloom really good results. This reality that's being shaped from your choices, and this is deeper than just from, like, this is from who you choose to be, who you choose to interact with. Those choices become your reality. It's not little transient choices like, oh, like what coffee am I drinking today? Or like, oh, well, I'm going to choose to like ride the bus instead of the train, or blah, blah. Like those, yes, they can, but this is really getting down to the, like, the deep centered, like, your choice of who you are, who you present yourself as becomes your reality. What you say in your head and verbally becomes your existence and your reality, because as the magician, as the alchemist, you have this potency, Nexus, to literally alchemize and change lead into gold in the situations in your life. And you've done it so many times. I'm feeling like this is the third or fifth time around that you've been able to take some lead in your life and really turn it to gold. And so they're saying, like, now it's time to take it a level above. Now it's time to take it a level above that and trust that you've done it thus far. Now you can do it again in a bigger, better, stronger way. And you've got that seed somewhere. It's either within you or in your life somewhere. And it just needs that little bit of nurture, just that little extra bit of attention. And it is going to crack open this beautiful doorway of possibility for you that's already there waiting. It's literally just discovering that seed is almost like finding the key to that door. Not even the key to the door. It's like finding the map to find the door. So when you find this seed, that is you finding the map, and the seed will guide you to that door, and you've already got the key within you to open it. And that is the message that's come through. That was, whew. It's like, all right, and we're done, and dusted its hands. I'm like, okay, all right. Sheesh. That was okay. There you go. Nexus, there is your card. I hope you enjoyed your reading and you're driving safe. Thank you. Walker, I don't know if you're still here, but peace. Acty did the dishes. We love successful adulting. Thoughts can shape the future. The spirits always have a lot to say. Of course, they always have the most to say. And now that, whoop, here I am, I'm still here. I'm like, the spirits have a lot to say. Just disappears into the abyss. Let me get rid of this and this. And then I can move myself up bigger. Like, now I've finished the readings, my throat is actually wrecked. So I knew that there was at least one more person I had to read for, waiting to come in. So that was obviously Nexus. And now I've done Nexus's reading. My throat's actual like sandpaper. That's so funny. I can always tell when I'm done reading for the night when my throat gets all scratchy. You are what you eat. I was gonna say something so dirty in response to that, and I'm so glad I didn't. Da 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 da. Wait, what did Albert? I've missed something somewhere. Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate you. They grabbed me. They yeeted me to the nether realms. Hydrate. I got you. Let me hydrate now. Oh, that was really good. That was really enjoyable. I haven't done that in like a long time. Long time, which is crazy. Once again, you beautiful bastards. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. That was cool. We may or may not be doing it again in the near future. Just depends, but I'm aiming for, yeah, like 2 spirituality things next month. Sounds like a good sort of level to aim for. As I said before, my newest audio, The Hellhound Guides You Through the Underworld, is available for my members right now on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, it will be available to the public tomorrow at lunchtime. You and me both then, Based. We were both gentlemen about it. Yes, I'm not the 3D animated Ness. You always beg me to take it back to the old school, so I thought I'd give you a little old school Ness tonight. It's because I can't use my webcam to track my model and use it to show you guys the cards at the same time. So I figured I'd get rid of the good looking Ness tonight and I'd bring in the 2D Ness. Bean tumor. I'm glad you found it awesome. Thank you so much for the hugs and kisses, guys. I appreciate you. It probably won't be as many streams. It'll probably be like the collective readings on a full moon, like the pre-recorded, and then I'll try to stream like once, like one spiritual stream a month. We'll see how we go, just because I'm also like, it's my first night doing it, so I don't want to oversell myself, but just trust that there are wonderful, beautiful spiritual things on the horizon. There's no need to stress. There'll be guided meditations coming, and then, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Don't even stress. Very good idea. Thank you. Guys, if you do ever want to get a 2D PNG tuber, my links to all my artists are on the Discord server now. You can also find them on my website, but it's a bitch to get to my website now. The link has changed. So it's easier just to go to the Discord. But the dude that did this one actually did a hell good job. And I can probably, before we leave for the evening, I can actually show you guys. I can take you through the different faces of Nessa. So, who remembers angry Ness? Rawr, grr, I'm angry Ness. And I do actually, it reminds me that I need an angry toggle on my VTuber. I've needed one for a while now. The amount of times that I've just raged at something and I look so happy while I'm doing it. Me. And then we've got Suki Nessa. Which is also very suitable because I've been very hormonal lately, so I need this for when I fail at games. When the angel's like, one more beam, I'm like, no please, no more beams. The depressive toggle, yeah, my the dark smirk face, yeah, dark siders. That was awful. Oh, yes, I do have my yandere as well, but on this one, this was the very first high go. Who wants to see my very first high go face? Oh my god. Maybe we should just leave it in high go nest for the rest of the night. Nah. Wow. One more free and I'll be beam. Hi, goodness. I'm not saying ew. That's all you got. Disgusting, cringe. Let me take it back to regular Nessa. There we go. Alright, so I'm probably going to bid you all adieu for the evening. I know I'm probably finishing stream a little early, but hey, I've not got much more to talk about. You've probably got things you've got to go do, and it's Friday, so I'm going to wish you all an amazing weekend. I'm probably going to the zoo this weekend, so if I do, I will let you know on Tuesday exactly how it all went, and hopefully post some pictures in the server at some point. But I hope you'll have a great weekend. I will see you later. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Rest well, have a good rest of your day / night, and I shall see you next Tuesday at 10 PM JST right here on my YouTube channel. Until then, you can take a look at any of my audios in my portfolio. And yeah, I'm gonna go sit on the couch and watch some working moms and curl up under a blanket. Let's fucking go. Love you so much, everyone. Have a good night and weekend. Thank you so much, Game J. Good to see your name in the chat. I'll see you next time, everyone. Goodbye.